Hey, family. This is Professor Cornelius Ward. Just wanted to let you guys in on another opportunity to profit with Professor. Um, I found an opportunity, I believe, on Bitcoin. And so let's kind of go through that a little bit. I've been looking at this. I was in and out of this trade. I was positive. I thought it was going to keep going, but when it pulled back, it hit my positive stop loss that I had. And so I made money, but it wasn't the money I wanted to make because it pulled back on me. So I was waiting to see if there's another opportunity. I think I might have found it. What I'm looking at right now is the fact that this down here, there is a hidden level on the um, 15 hour because we have some major support going on here. And because of this major support line here, what I believe is going to happen is that if this major support is broken, then we should see a continuation of the downside. Right now, I'm seeing an uptrend because this pivot low is anchored to this pivot high. Once this pivot high is broken, we have an uptrend anchor break, and that's what we have here. We have the breakout, and based on that breakout, we now have an indication that it's officially in an uptrend. So now that Bitcoin it has returned to an uptrend temporarily. Unfortunately, it's going to come back down again, but right now we're in an uptrend, and so we can take advantage of that. And so there is a hidden trap down here. There's a demand level. This thing down here is for those who trade support and resistance. So for those of you who are trying to trade support here, it could wick down below and go into this demand level. Let me show you that on the 15 hour. So it'll be this little guy here. It's possible. That's all I'm saying. Only because there's nothing in here. All of this is downtrend. So if it does go down, where is it going? It would have to go in here or down in here, which is what I believe these immediate retests are pointing towards. So let's see what it looks like on the 10 hour, 5 hour. I didn't check it out on the lower time frame, but it still looks nice to me right there. Let's try 3 hour. It's decent on the 3 hour. The 4 hour, not so much either. So we'll see. It is a definite area of support, very strong level of support. So if it goes down there, fine. If not, we have this buy stop order here at 28,400. I believe that if they open and close above 28,400, it should continue the uptrend. If they wake up here and your order gets triggered, be mindful and watch it, because if it doesn't close after it wicks in here, you need it to close above your entry price. So if you get wicked into and price action closes above it, watch it and make sure it continues the uptrend. If it closes below, get out of that trade. Okay, because it's probably going to continue down and then put it back up here after it gets away from you and goes down some more. But do not hold that trade if if it wicks you in like this, like if it wicks in and starts going down like that and it closes below, just get out. Take the little loss. You don't want to hold that thing. Because this range is really wide. You see how it's been going back and forth for a very long time. You don't want to get stuck in that. I was in it, so trust me, it's not a good feeling. Wake up every day, you're negative, positive, negative, positive. It's annoying. Um, so back to the 3 day chart. Just wanted to show you that. Also, based on the 1 day, we're just getting in above where all of the field orders have been satisfied. We're now in the unfilled order section here with this 28,400 buy stop order. And with that, it makes me feel a little confident we're going to have a breakout. I also have back here uptrend formation. Again, this is strong, major support. We already had the breakout. Next thing I want to talk about is this particular TP here. This is a unique situation I got going on here. For this here, what I want to say is this area is a multiplicity of things. On the 5-month chart, let's go there real quick. Excuse me. On the 5-month chart, we have a massive downtrend formation here. Excuse me. And so I'm expecting a definite pullback or some type of resistance to happen here. But I do anticipate that it would break through eventually and continue going long. Going back to the 3-day, so that's one in regards to this. The other thing in regards to this is, even though the higher time frame showed a downtrend, zooming into this formation, all of this is uptrend. Okay, if it were really a strong downtrend, this would have been a much stronger move to the downside. It was pretty weak. So all of this strength here that we see here, this was it. And it got exhausted all the way down here. Coming back up here, they've lost pretty much a lot of their selling strength. So I'm anticipating a breakout. Now, this is also resistance, and it is also mid pivot to this curve here. I have curve right now at the pivot high 48,234, and my pivot low is at 15,479. That's the curve I'm using. And so based on that curve, I do believe we're in an uptrend. That's why it says uptrend up here. And so if price action, reason why this is important here is because this is mid pivot, this is resistance, and it's also a downtrend formation on the 5-month chart. All of that tells me we could get a pullback. Okay. Now, the reason why I'm saying this is an interesting TP1 is because of this. If price action pulls back and comes down first, which is what I believe is going to happen, just to snatch any of these support traders out of the game if they wanted to. So if it comes down here first, then my first BLO from the 15-hour chart, this one will trigger. And then if it comes up here, it's going to trigger this. I'll have 2 orders. So if these 2 orders are triggered, then I'm going to sell one of them here and hold the other. That's why I said this is a tricky one. If only one of them gets triggered, then I'm going to remove this sell limit order here, and I'm just going to hold whichever one I have, and I'm just going to ride it out all the way to the end. If it pulls back and gives me another opportunity to put another buy in, which I'm sure it will, that's when I'll start closing out some other positions at these other TP areas. Otherwise, I'm just going to hold it all the way to the end up here. Once we get to TP4, which I believe we're going to make it, I'm then anticipating that Bitcoin is going to go back into supply, and people are going to start unloading again, because we're going to be very near the halfway point to 100,000, which is that big number everybody has in their head. So this is kind of acting as a precursor to mid pivot. And so once we start getting close to this 50,000 range, which we're near here, we have a nice, beautiful supply zone right near 50,000. So I do believe we're going to get a turn here, and we're going to have some institutions unloading a lot of whatever they're holding. And so I have a couple of orders here. I'm going to dollar cost average this up here, just like I did down here. And I have my first sell limit order at 45,750. And then I have my sell limit order 2 at 47,295. And I have a very tight stop loss at 48,234. That could get triggered. So if you guys need to, lower your position size and maybe put your stop loss higher, maybe at 50,000. That stop loss is really tight. It can get triggered, just letting you guys know. As you can see, just to be fully transparent, even though I labeled it stop loss, notice I haven't placed one in here. because I'm going to manually get out of my trade if I feel like it's going against me. I don't want to put an actual stop loss because sometimes they just wick up real quick, like they did on my euro dollar trade. They wicked up real quick, hit our stop loss, and then came right back down to where we already knew they were going. So I want to avoid that possibly happening. But for those of you that are needing to be safe, here's your stop loss. But always make sure you use a stop loss, whether it's manual or whether you input it in the system. Always, always, always protect yourself and try to stay within 2 to 3% on your position sizes when you're entering your trades. Now, as far as the TPs that I'm going to have for these sell orders, that's going to be pending based on what new candle formations we have here. I may get out early or whatever, but I am anticipating Bitcoin overall. Once it gets up here, it's going to continue the downtrend to maybe about the $10,000 range. All right, but for now, we get a chance to make some more money to the upside, so let's take advantage of it. So I hope you guys find this idea a blessing, and that you would want to also share this idea and go ahead and give it a boost. All you got to do is hit the little rocket ship here. Once it's posted, all you got to do is hit the little rocket ship, and then that'll give it a boost, and then other people will be able to enjoy Bitcoin as well. I'm trying to get these other numbers up. I do all types of trades, but I do Forex a lot because that's my bread and butter. It's the fastest moving market in the world, so that's where I want to spend most of my time. I don't want to waste too much time in areas where my money's sitting there for years growing. Nothing um, nothing negative about that. It's just what I found is unless you have a very large um, account holding these assets and you're putting in trades and you're being conservative, oh yeah, you can make a killing. You can make a whole lot of money. But Forex is one of those places where a little goes a long way, uh, a very long way, and it goes a long way very fast. But you got to be professional because this is a very, very, very fast moving environment here, very volatile, and you could lose everything in a day. That's how quick it is. So, if you guys ever want some mentorship or anything like that, we have that available. If you're outside of the US, you can catch me at Toshi Markets on Telegram, or you can go to toshimarkets.com. Also, on Telegram, if you're in the US, you can get with me and the team at Daily Bread Q&A. Also, you can go to our YouTube channel at Fx'tive HNW. You can catch all of our videos for free, and you can go there and learn. Also, if you feel like this content is a blessing to you and you want to get more of this in your hands and you want to be alerted of when I am myself as I'm online, then go ahead and follow me. And thank you for bearing with us. Me and the team, we're not new to TradingView, but we're new to coming on here, and the rest of the team is going to start joining me very soon. And you're going to start seeing more and more being offered through Toshi Markets and Fx'tive HNW. So I love you guys. Be blessed. Hope you enjoyed this trade setup with Bitcoin, and I pray we make a killing off of this thing. God bless.